Welcome back, nerds, to Total Party Kill. I'm Tony Sindelar, your game master here for the game of Gamma World. And this is probably going to be our finale in at least one way, possibly multiple ways, depending on how our players play.
Oh dear.
Let's meet them. Let's check in with them, because this might just be their last hour here on Gamma Terra. So I will introduce them in roughly how far away they live from me. So I consulted a map. Brian Hamilton as Whiting, who is very close, but probably not in my house.
Probably. If you'd like the happy ending to Gamma World, turn to page 53.
Micah Sargent from kind of the Middle West as Baba Bob Joe.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here and not die, right, friend?
I've always been so jealous of a character voice. It's so good.
Aline Sims as Atifa Alvar. No, sorry, Atif. Let me do that again, because I said your fictional last name wrong. Aline Sims as Atifa Anvar.
Simmies.
No, you're right, Alvar.
You were right the first time.
I wrote it wrong in my notes. I said it right the first time and then didn't. We'll cut all this
See?
out.
That's what editing's for.
Yeah. And from slightly farthest away, though I didn't plug in your exact addresses, it turns out you guys are about equidistant from me, but slightly further away, maybe. Erica Ensign as E84.
Yes, I can't believe E84 is still alive.
I can't either.
We'll see how long that lasts.
And in this final confrontation, our adventurers have traveled quite a long ways to do battle with the dreaded Iron King. And to play
Do you dread him?
Yeah, you dread him a little bit.
Okay.
To play the Iron King, please welcome to the podcast, Jason Snell.
What?
Yay!
Oh my gosh!
Way!
How exciting!
Yay! Hello, Iron King.
What
There
have
was
you
the
done
first
to
surprise.
Carlos? He was my favorite cousin. he hopped around and shot things.
Because when I think who best to play a murderous, psychopathic Lagomorph hell-bent on conquering the known world with a legion of berserk robots. Well, Glenn Fleischman wasn't available, so Jason's here.
Don't forget the mutant badgers.
Nope.
Oh dear.
How could we forget the
boy.
mutant badgers? Yeah.
I once talked one to death.
True story.
So, Jason Snell, thank you very much for joining us to play the final big bad boss of the adventure. Just checking, you're recording.
I am recording.
Okay. And you should be able to get into Roll20 and see our final scene here.
I am excited to finally bring some death to Gamma World.
Yes, I have tried very hard. We had to really up the stakes here. So let's remind everybody about where we left off. E84 had just opened the door to the inner sanctum of the Stupendico robot facility.
Which I now regret.
Yeah, well, and this is, where you've been searching for a long time. You traveled over the wastelands. You navigated a badger den, or batter den, as they were called in Gamma World. You fought some horrible insects. You ran away from some horrible insects. You found the remains of the ancient Stupendico robot factory. Fought your way across many a factory floor. Fought a rabbit sniper named Carlos. And here you've arrived at the horrible, wretched nightmarescape that is the inner sanctum. Machines hum, patrolling robots buzz, vats of kind of swirling multicolored chemicals bubble, and far across the chamber, on a raised platform surrounded by glowing computer screens, a large hoop sneers at you. He's wearing kind of, your standard piecemeal battle wasteland armor. He's got a katana strapped to his back, and he's kind of holding a grenade launcher at his side. Perched on his head, kind of, a little, doesn't look like it was totally designed for somebody with two large rabbit ears, is a cybernetic helm that no doubt controls the factory automations and robots, and also looks somewhat crown-like, suggesting that this is the Iron King.
The visual gags are fantastic here.
Yes.
We've got
This is our
crown.
listeners are loving the funny hats that our players are using on Skype.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. I suggest that you all roll initiative.
And we need alpha mutations, yes?
You do. Let's do it.
No, we
initiative
didn't
first.
level up between the last fight and this
You
fight
did
or
not.
anything, did we?
If you survive this adventure, I promise you, you will level up, and you will, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I promise you'll level up. Nothing else is promised. Let's see. And you should be able to put your initiative into the thing.
Yep, it worked.
The operative word there is should. I'm reloading roll
So I started
20.
with my first roll of the day is a 20, so I'm hoping that bodes well for things to come.
Oh, I got a 3, so I hope that doesn't bode for things to come.
Maybe you're getting the bad rolls out right now.
There you go. Shake out those bad rolls.
Yeah, better to use it on an initiative roll than an attack roll or a saving throw or something.
All right. So it looks like many people have gotten
Or
their
a bread
initiatives
roll.
in. While you're doing that, I'm going to distribute to your players. You know, you have that regular feeling as your adrenaline kicks in. You know, something kind of starts to bubble in your blood as you know, the just living on Gamma Terra. Things are just always in flux, and sometimes your mutations are a little unpredictable. So I'm going to hand out what might be your final mutation cards ever.
I kind of hope it is final, because if it's not, it means I rolled a 1 in the middle of this battle. And I don't want that to happen.
Oh, yeah. You don't want clown shoes.
And as always,
Clown
I
feet.
suggest maybe if there are visual indicators of your mutation that you want to describe to us, that's cool, but maybe save the mechanics.
Uh-oh.
If you make me mud again, I swear.
In fact, these were slightly less randomly generated than before to make sure that no one's mud. At least not mud again. Not back-to-back mud. There were a couple that came. I did a random. Full disclosure for our listeners here, I did a random generation of them, and some of them I was like, "That's not going to be applicable in the final fight. That seems, not as exciting as it could be." I will. I did some hand picking to make sure that you got things that would be potentially
You're
valid.
a producer.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so sweet, Tony.
or maybe
The fix is in,
maybe
is what you're saying. The fix is in.
I did also make the Hoop Warriors stronger than they were going to be. So.
Yeah, the fix is in.
Yeah.
All right.
So you notice that I suddenly occupy 4 squares instead of 1.
Let me help.
because
Let me help with that.
Apparently a giant.
Let me help with that, Aline.
Okay.
Just stretch your token out there. Aline.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Aline, that reminds me of a song. So. All right. Is everyone's looking at their mutation? It looks like everybody got their initiative in. All right, so let me just review the order here. It's going to be E84, and then it's Atifa, and then it's Whiting, then the Laser Bots go, then the Iron King, followed by his Hoop Warriors, and at the end, Bob Joe. Is that everyone's on board?
Yes.
Okay, so since I go first, I have a question
Yes.
for my friends here. And that is there any... My alpha mutation that just popped up is called teleportation. And if I overcharge it and successfully roll a 10 or more, I can teleport each creature within 5 squares of me up to 10 squares.
Oh.
So, well, I assume it's up to 10 squares. It says 10 squares. Does that mean you have to go 10 full squares?
No, it's up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But
That
it
could
doesn't
be
say like that
very
you can
useful.
choose which ones. But I thought like if we wanted to just boom get in the room, perhaps
That
like,
depends. What is your negative outcome of your...
it has nothing to do with you guys. All it is at the start of each of my turns, while the card is readied, I would teleport 1d6 squares in a random direction as a free action, which I kind of think is delightful. So I would be okay with that.
That would be fun.
Before we decide on that, I have a quick question about I don't have so both of my attacks are ranged. I don't have a melee weapon, but I do have like a yield sign. So what are there rules for like
Oh, yeah.
improvised weapons here that you
yeah.
can fill me in on?
Yeah, Are you gonna? Is this now that you're a giant? Can you not make ranged attacks when you're a giant?
I can. I just get a bonus.
You get a
for-
huge bonus to wailing on people with a yield sign.
Yeah, or I mean, I guess I could use the Louisville Slugger, but a yield sign's just more.
I love it. I love
It
it.
seems more appropriate if you're
bats.
giant.
Yeah.
I also have a question about where the Iron King is sitting. He's surrounded by screens, so does that mean he's not accessible from sort of the left and the right? Those are desks or something?
I would say, there's a bunch of computer monitors around him on the right side of him.
Okay,
but, he's just up on a platform. You could totally shoot and throw stuff at them. To get up to
I'm
him,
just wondering if,
you'd probably have to take the stairs, though.
4, 5,
I'm
6,
pulling
7,
up my...
So I could teleport us all to, this corner over
Oh,
here.
snap.
If you guys would be interested in sort of being over in that part of the world. And that's if I roll 10 or more. Otherwise, I'm going someplace random, and it's going to be very exciting.
I kind of like that because that keeps us from having to sort of battle through a bunch of different people to get close to the Iron King, but yet we still have relatively the same amount of cover that we would have if we entered on this corner.
And we'd get a surprise round, wouldn't we?
I don't think so at this point, because
Because
they
we
know you're
opened the
here.
door.
Yeah.
We did open the door. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they would probably be surprised by the fact that we teleported, but not so
See?
much that they're not able to do anything, maybe.
My vote is go for it. What do you all think?
I like it because at the very least it could. Well, I was gonna say maybe it would surprise them, but if we're not gonna get a surprise round, I don't know how. I don't mean to metagame, but mechanically, I don't know if there's any benefit to it.
It might be helpful for you to be across the room and not all just standing in the doorway. The grenade,
Exactly.
the Iron
exactly.
King looks at his grenade launcher affectionately.
Yeah, because right now we're all grouped up in a place where it's sort of for a Tifa, she's got to move quite a few squares to even get in the room to be able to get away from us. And who knows, maybe if we take the Iron King out first, everybody else will just scatter. Whereas at this point, we'd have to fight our way probably through Jasper and Steve and both of the laser bots A and B. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to give it a try.
Who wants to do it? Yeah, let's do it.
Fingers crossed.
And who knows, it may go terribly, horribly wrong.
Yep, this could all be
So-
academic.
I'm rooting against you.
All right, so here goes the roll of the D20.
Oh dear.
It's a 4.
Oh, no!
Yep. So, I guess at the start, since this is the start of my turn,
I think
teleport.
future starts.
Okay, future starts. All right. Well, sorry guys, that was very exciting to think
We
about.
tried.
It was a good discussion. Good discussion.
So, can I
So-
try overcharging it on every turn, or is it just that one time and then it's out?
I think. Well, let's see. I'm reading it. I think you can only overcharge once.
Okay, that does sort of seem like it
now.
makes
I
sense,
believe
considering-
you can still teleport. The downside is you're not bringing your friends with you, right?
This is true.
You could
Well,
choose just to
maybe-
teleport one square. It would be the
3.
if you don't want to go far, since you had planned to have lots of friends.
I had planned to have lots of friends.
Best laid plans.
So this is.
I
1, 2,
don't
3.
have range. But of course, I will be teleporting away from wherever I end up.
A little bit, just a little bit.
So is this
Well, I
is this
mean, 1 to
determining where
6
she goes
squares.
randomly?
So she does get to teleport because she failed. The start of every turn, she will kind of blink a little bit in a random direction. I believe she does get to.
Okay.
She does successfully get to teleport once.
One time. Yeah. So, but now since I'm going by myself, I have to sort of think about it. You know what? I'm going to. I seem to remember laser bots being not good. So I'm going to teleport. Can I teleport over here?
Sorry, I was looking at the screen. Where did you signal? Was that within 10
Over
of
here.
you?
Yeah, it is. I just can't quite see
Probably
that
you might
spot.
need to be there because I think you probably need to be able to see the spot to teleport there. That's my guess.
Okay. All right, and then I'm
Nightcrawler.
going to try to use my machine grip to hold onto this laser bot so that it
All
can't go
right.
anywhere.
The laser bot is not thrilled by this idea.
Yeah, it's machine on machine action. I reach out with my clampy hand and I try to clamp down.
All
It's
right.
my clampy hand.
Yep. Let's see. That is 23.
All right, you clamp
For
onto
safety.
the laser bot, which really would prefer to keep you at a distance and laser you.
All right. I also do some damage with that, which is nice. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm rolling well now. Let's see. 16 points of damage.
Okay, that is not good for
And it
laser
is
bot.
immobilized until
Okay.
the start of my next turn, while I remain adjacent to it, which will stop at the start of my next turn because I'll blip away from it.
You blip away. You don't blip with the laser bot, I assume.
It doesn't say.
I think usually
I mean-
teleportation breaks and grab.
Yeah.
So
I would think so. So
yeah,
that's,
you would need some kind of special power to bring him with you. All right, you all set,
right.
E84?
yeah. I sort of wave at my friends from over here. Help!
We miss you.
I mean,
Oh, you need help.
help!
Atifa, you are much larger than you were before.
So, is my speed still standard squares, or are they Tifa-sized squares?
I think
now?
they're still standard squares. Aline was not prepared to be giant.
I was not prepared to be giant. All right. Well, I guess first things first, I need to move.
Who is really ever prepared to be giant?
Giants?
I suppose. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who's prepared to
You win.
become giant? I guess
Oh,
is the,
well,
the
I don't know.
question.
So, this is complicated. Okay.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Yeah,
I
so
love this.
Baba Bob and
I
Whiting,
think
you guys
because
have to
were
kind of
behind
push
me-
yourselves up against the wall to allow Atifa to climb past.
I think because you were behind me, I didn't even notice that you had become giant. So I turn and I see you stompy stomp into the room and go,
Whoa.
All right. So we're there. He's there.
Iron King just checking how far you are away from him and grenade launcher miles, just academically.
All right. So I think. All right. I think I'm gonna do vitality transfer.
Okay.
All right. This is versus fortitude. Mm-hmm. And that is a 13 versus fortitude.
On which creature?
Oh, sorry. The Iron King.
Okay.
That's a miss.
I'm going to get him.
Shoot.
Oh, man.
The Iron King is a battle-hardened hoop. He's pretty fortitudinous.
Witness my fortitude!
Thank you, Jason.
You know, we never really talked to the Iron King to see what was up, like what's going on. We just came in and
What's
started
your deal,
attacking.
dude?
Yep.
Yep, that is my sad turn.
All right. Whiting.
Hello, I am Whiting, and I'm going to move into the room once I look at my attacks. Well, looky here. I have nothing very ranged, so I'm gonna. Well, I have my handgun. All right, I'm going to run in here with my speed, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this space I'm in right now obscured by any of these machines? Can I stand
think
there?
there is a machine there. I don't think you can stand there.
All right, great.
How about
Going back.
how about right next to it?
Right next to it. Great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
there's
would
a
like
bunch of
to-
machines that are all rather large, blocking up the sides of this room.
That's what it looks like.
Makes it hard to
I
be
love
a
the
Tifa
idea
right
that
now.
I love the idea that Whiting is like throwing himself in front of the giant Atifa. Let me shield you with my feline body.
It's okay. I got you, Atifa. I have no stats for my handgun. What would that? Just a standard ranged attack?
I can pull this up because I was just looking at it for Aline. So, it is either, so for a handgun, it's going to be your dex plus your level plus the weapon accuracy, and for a handgun, that's going to be, that's a light gun. Yes, the rules looking up part of the game. That's probably it's a +4. So
Okay, so I think that's like a +10 for me. So
probably because your
that's-
dexterity is really good. You're a
dex is
vampire
really
cat.
good, so
It
it's-
makes sense that you would be great at guns.
What? Well, you have
4
that up.
plus
Could you also
2.
look at the assault rifle, just because I think that's going to come up?
Yep, it's the numbers are slightly different, but it's the same formula.
4 plus 2
I've got the formula.
plus 4. All right, awesome. So I'm going to be shooting Laserbot B right here. That is, oh my god, that's a crit.
All right.
Yes!
Well,
Doesn't matter that we
well,
just spent all that time looking up rules. Okay. What is damage on that then? Because it's going to be whatever that max is.
on a light range weapon, a one-handed gun, it's a D8 plus your level.
All right, so that's 10.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
That's 14.
All right. So you line up a shot on Laserbot B and fire a bullet right into its electronic-y innards. It sparks and sputters.
Hey!
Yeah!
I own that laser bot! What are you doing?
And now I own that Laserbot, Iron King.
I mean, not yet, really. I mean, it's really still the Iron Kings.
I got a really good shot on your Laserbot, Iron King.
You break it, you bought it.
Whiting, you all set?
Yeah, I'm all set. Thank you.
Iron King, who do you think well, Laserbot A is currently being held by E84.
Yes.
So I think
I would like to can I go before my laser bots?
yeah, the Laserbots are happy to defer for the Iron King.
All right, good, as I hope. With my minor action, I am going to use my control helm to direct the giant robotic factory arm to grab E84
Oh
A
boy.
bigger clamp.
This is
and drop
exciting.
it
Yeah.
and drop it in the acid vat.
Now
Does
that's
that break
not
the
very
grab, or
nice,
does the
young
laser
man.
bot? The laser bot comes with me, though, right?
I think that breaks the grab.
Dang.
So, Iron King, you want to roll that versus E84?
It is a miss. It is 10 versus reflex.
E84
That is
is pretty slow.
Most
Is that
certainly a miss?
okay?
That's a miss.
So E84, a giant robot arm kind of unfolds from the ceiling of this chamber. It looks like it would be designed to carry robots and other objects about the factory floor, and it kind of articulates and reaches over in your direction, and you're able to kind of sidestep as it tries to pick up something in the space right next to you, because the Iron King is now basically playing the crane game, but with your size.
Not guaranteed every game.
My way of dodging is I actually get a little closer to the laser bot, figuring
No.
that the arm isn't going to. Yep. So that's how I dodged it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it'll work next time, but it worked this time.
Lousy robots. I mean, all of you, laser bots and other robots alike. Oh, it
dare
makes me
you.
so mad.
That
All
is
right.
rude.
I am going to now fire my grenade launcher.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot it here. Mm-hmm. Or really, it doesn't really matter here. It's gonna be in the range of Whiting and
Atifa.
and
Probably
Atifa.
the only thing Iron King to think about in terms of where you drop that grenade is what direction you want to blast them in with the grenade.
Right. No,
Do you want to push them back or push them further into the room?
I'm going to push them back, so
All
I'm
right.
going to drop it right there.
Okay.
All right. So this is versus reflex. Do I roll this once and it applies to both?
Why don't you roll it for Whiting and then for Atifa?
For Atifa?
Yep.
All right. For Whiting, it is 12 versus reflex.
That misses. I'm a dexterous cat.
And Atifa, it is 16 versus reflex.
Shoot.
It is hard to dodge an explosion when you're a giant woman.
All I want to do
giant
is see you turn into a giant woman. It took us this long to do that song. Wow.
I said
Tony,
so.
could you?
Can you look at the can you look at my my stat block here, because I'm missing what size die I'm rolling for a hit?
Sorry, that's probably my fault. You get to roll 3d6 plus 5
6.
explosive damage. And bad news, Whiting, you're going to take half of this.
Oh, only okay.
19 damage.
Ooh, all right.
Whiting, you take half of that, so 9 damage.
All right.
So
And how does math work? And yes, and tell them what they've won, DM.
all right. Atifa, you took kind of the full blast of that explosion from his grenade launcher, and you were pushed one square. You fall prone and are dazed, which is not great when you're a giant.
I'm
Uh-oh.
also super bloodied.
Yeah. So things are not so lovely for you. I'm going to put some symbols on you that represent dazed and prone.
Kill my favorite cousin, will you?
Your dazed is half ends. Whiting, you kind of dodge out of the full brunt of the explosion, but you still got caught for some damage there, as some fire and shrapnel, maybe some bits of bone from Tifa hit you. And so you took half damage, but you don't get pushed, you don't get knocked down, and you are not dazed.
All right.
But Iron King, that was, it's going to take you a little while to reload that grenade launcher, right? Because it's a one-shot weapon.
I have to reload it. I have to make an effort to reload it.
Okay. So,
is true.
Iron King, you have attacked. You've used a robot arm. Do you want to move?
I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to move back here.
Okay. So you're kind of guarding your platform, but taking up a position on the stairs up to the platform.
Yeah, I want to be able... I'm concerned now that I've seen flickering teleport robots that I want an escape route.
Do you want to order any commands to your laser bots or hoop warriors, who are your cousins?
Ooh, what do I get to tell them what to do? That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to control them, but they'll do their best to follow orders. So, you can just speak naturally,
Naturally as myself or naturally as the Iron King?
As the Iron
real
King.
Question. Kill!
Thank you.
I think having them spread out. It would be great if Jasper maybe took on E84 and Steve went over to Whiting.
Sounds great.
And then the laser bots should just shooty with the lasers. I don't really care what they do. Just kill.
Yep. All right. So they will attempt to carry out those orders. So the laser bots are next. So we'll start with Laserbot A. Laserbot A is still clamped by E84, so Laserbot A can't go very far. A little kind of arm drops out of Laserbot A, and it's going to try and tase you, E84. You would love, you can see...
Don't tase me, bro.
A menacing laser turret on top of Laserbot A that's kind of like... moving back and forth, but there's no way he can easily shoot you when you're at this close range. He would love to just fire a giant laser beam into somebody, but it's not going to happen. So instead, a little taser or jolt will zap in your direction. 13 versus reflex E84.
Nope.
All right. Meanwhile, on the other side of the factory floor, Laserbot B is kind of buzzing around next to some equipment, and Laserbot B sees... I guess Whiting is the threat right now. So Laserbot B...
Freaking right, I'm a threat.
Its little laser turret will swivel around, and a beam of red light heats up across the air, across the room, but only 10 versus reflex on Whiting.
Nope.
You dance out of the way of the beam. All right. So that's the laser
Whiting
bots.
is doing some real good dodging right now. It's like, grenade, laser.
E84, does Laserbot A get to try and break your grab, or is it just stuck?
It doesn't say. It just says it's immobilized to the start of my next turn.
To the start of your next
turn. So probably
turn.
doesn't get
It
to
does not.
break it, yeah.
All right. So, Iron King is not alone with just robots here. He does have two loyal Hoop Warriors who are probably his close relatives, Jasper and Steve. Jasper and Steve are not quite as intimidating looking as Iron King. Their armor does not look as impressive, but they are armed not with katanas or grenade launchers, but with axes. But they're going to try and ask you some questions. So we'll start. Jasper was already kind of in the vicinity of E84, so he's going to run up to E84. E84, you are now kind of flanked, sandwiched between a laser bot and a Hoop Warrior. And this Hoop Warrior swings at you with a vicious axe.
This is why I wanted to be in that little cubbyhole, which I could not see.
17 versus AC.
Versus AC.
Yeah.
Where's AC? Oh, that does not hit.
All right.
Oh, yay.
That's right. Yeah, my other stats are not great. AC's pretty good.
That having not worked, the hoop is going to try and reach out to you. This is very peculiar. And this is an 11 versus reflex.
That also misses.
You do not even know what that hoop was trying to do, but you're unsettled by it.
I don't like this bunny.
Yeah. All right.
No bunny touches me like that.
Steve, the Hoop Warrior, is over kind of by the platform by his boss, the Iron King. Whiting is quite a distance.
Steve, don't forget to mark them as your quarry.
Reference acknowledged. So Steve. Steve is a hoop, which is a giant mutant rabbit. And Whiting, I don't know if you knew that hoops could do this, because Steve leaps into the air effortlessly, clearing the giant horrible vat of swirling chemicals, and basically comes down trying to hit you in midair with an axe. So let's see if this will be versus AC. 15 versus AC.
That misses.
All right. He clangs into the concrete floor there next to you and leaves a pretty substantial sized gash in the floor that you feel like would have been more substantial if it in your head. So you're glad that didn't happen.
They take out a scorecard that says 6.5 and hold it up into Steve's face.
Steve sneers at you, and he reaches out for you kind of creepily looking. His hand seems like it might be glowing a little bit. 19 versus reflex, Whiting.
Oh, that is a tie.
Tie goes to the attacker.
All right.
That's a hit.
You feel like the mutated essence that is Whiting, the vampire cat, starts to kind of like everything feels fuzzy, Whiting, and you're not really sure what's going on. And the kind of first thing that kind of happens inside your brain is that you lose the ability to make weapon attacks. We'll have you do a saving throw, and other things will happen with that later.
Do claws count as weapons?
They do not, right? They're
I don't think so.
Yes. All right.
But your handgun is definitely a weapon. So
I don't need that handgun. I have these hands that aren't guns.
But you feel like you are almost like you're losing some of your I was going to say humanity, but vampire cat.
Humanity.
Yeah, you feel like maybe you're losing some of your individuality as you're being reduced to a more primal state.
Oh God.
All right.
So I believe the laser bots have gone. The Hoop Warriors have gone. At the very end of the order, it is our favorite psychic hobo, Bob Joe. How are you?
I've just been resting back here. Let's see what we can do. I think I'd like to go stand next to my friend Whiting. Is that a possible move with a speed of 5? I don't know what the giant does to my speed there.
You can move past it. It turns out though the giant is very large, there's plenty of space to run beneath or around her legs. So she's your friend.
Let's see.
Just leap right over her because she's, laying
also
down
she's
there.
prone. Yeah, just
I'm gonna go back and do a count again. Let's see. 1, 2.
Is that where you were?
Oh wait, was
No.
that? No. Oh God.
I think you were, yeah.
Okay, there.
you were pretty
Okay,
far.
1, 2. Okay, 3, 4. Okay.
That might be. You're a little slow. You may not be able to get up to where Whiting was. You might be able to get to
I'll
this
go
square.
here.
Okay. I am going to be very generous to you all and just mention you have seen that the Iron King has a grenade launcher, and being clustered is, advantageous.
Yes, not a whole lot I can do about that right now, young man. I'm not fast enough.
All right.
Now, do tell, can I see over these pretty purple vats?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
how-
they're probably
how big
like
are they?
yeah, they're I don't know, probably big enough, low enough that you can see over them, deep enough that climbing out of them would be challenging. I'm gonna say they're 4.5 feet tall. That's my arbitrary.
Deep and wide.
Or they rise 4.5 feet above the factory floor. They may the bottom of the vat may be below floor level. How's that for making up
Alright.
landscape on the fly? They look purple and swirly. They don't smell great.
Baba Bob wants to use his Ishtar Razor Grenade.
Oh, God.
He just rolled a 17, and our dear friend the Iron King is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well within the distance of 10 squares. It is an area burst 2, and the attack is... I rolled a 17... plus, let's see, blah, 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 level plus 6. 17.
I think
Okay, 19. Yeah. Well,
Many.
it's like 24, 25.
Iron King, I assume that your defenses are not above 25.
Not 25. Yeah, no.
Versus reflex. Okay, so this is going to be 2d10.
So Baba Bob just sails a fancy future tech grenade across the factory back at you. You know,
Grenades.
you're probably
Well, live by the grenade, die by the grenade, I suppose.
That's going to do 10 damage right away, physical damage, and then you actually get ongoing 5 physical damage, but you can save against that. So 10 damage for you, and 5 ongoing.
All right, so a second explosion rocks the factory floor. Some of the machines kind of flicker and whir, and some people, maybe not all of you, might be a little concerned about the how structurally sound are those vats of chemicals as they kind of creak and groan as the entire chamber shakes as you've now fired a variety of grenades about. So, hey, maybe you're all just going to bring the ceiling down on you and die underneath, miles underground, underneath a batter den in a horrible ancient robot factory.
And
Hey,
that's how
if
Gamma
we do
World
that-
ended. We
Yep.
brought the house down.
Rocks fall.
If we do that, though, we still will have completed our mission because we would have stopped the robots from
Yeah.
coming into town.
I
Just
should
saying.
mention, in order to
Fair.
reach level 3, you have to be alive.
No, check the rule book.
I didn't see that in the rule book.
Baba, are you all set?
Well, now that I've launched a razor shrapnel grenade across the room, of course I have to celebrate by pulling out my favorite toy truck and giving it a little vroom.
Vroom. All right, E84. You are between a robot and a hoop.
Not for long. So I guess I'll just roll a d6 to see how many squares I go,
yes.
and then how do we randomly determine which direction that is?
I'm going to roll a D10 because there's 9
Okay.
directions, right?
Sounds good.
And I'm going to say that 1 is like up. So,
Okay. All right.
so I rolled a 2. So, I don't think you go anywhere because you teleported. That's a wall there. So,
Can she not teleport back through to the laser room? The
Well, I'm
trench?
only going. Let's see. 1, 2. Which direction is that? Up and to the left or up and to the right?
Up and to the
Did you
right.
decide? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That. I mean, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could put me in the laser room. It wouldn't be in a wall, but can you teleport through a wall?
He did establish you
mean,
have to see the
I
place.
think you have to
be
see
able
the place.
Ah,
Oh,
So-
that's right. Unless I'm using up the card, in which case I can teleport up to a mile. It says, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not using up the card. So
Wow.
crap. So I stay here. Well, I guess that's okay.
yeah, you
I
blink.
think,
You blink in
Sure.
and out of
Sure.
existence. I'm going to say.
All right. I'm going to scoot up into the corner.
So you'll shift.
Yep, shift. That's me.
It's
in
like
the
a slow
corner.
teleport.
An analog teleport.
Everybody can
Just
slow
everybody
teleport.
close your eyes for a second. Okay, now I've teleported. Open them.
So I'm still next to the laser bot. I'm going to try to machine grip it again, so I can
All right.
keep my hold.
The laser bot would love to float away from you and shoot you with a laser. Just you can tell
it would.
in its programming that is like what it really wants to do.
Well, I think it might get the chance to do that because that is only an 11 versus reflex.
Yeah, this time the laser bot sees you coming and it kind of flits out of the way as your machine grip fails to connect with any of its little robot arms.
Well, rats. And I don't think I have anything that does a minor action, so I'm just gonna huddle in the corner.
I would encourage everybody, since I've totally broadcasted this as the final fight. Make sure you've got your alpha tech. Some of you have alpha tech remaining. Probably use it or lose it at some point.
Yeah, mine's not particularly applicable, except for the one that I lost after the last fight. So, sadly.
All right, Atifa, you are prone, you are dazed, and you have told us you are bloodied.
These
How's
are
it
all
going?
true facts. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, that's great.
dazed limits what you can do pretty severely.
Okay.
Because you took an explosion, your brain has kind of been rocked. You can
Like
only
giant
you get
brain.
a single action, a standard action, a move action, or a minor action. You can still take any number of free actions.
Can you do ranged attack? Because you should be able to do that from the ground.
You could do a
if
ranged
can
attack.
see.
But would I be able to target the Iron King?
I think so.
Okay.
Especially your ranges are psychics, right? So
Yeah, they are. Okay, so I'm just trying to decide, is it better to weaken or give combat advantage?
Iron King, do you have an opinion?
No,
right.
no opinions here. Do what you want.
All right, so I'm going to do Fear Manifested. All right. This is a 23 versus Will.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Iron King, what is your greatest fear?
Carrots! No! Continuity.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, there's something in the backstory of all of these Hoop cousins that that's some serious carrot stuff.
I mean, they're mutant rabbits. We don't know what mutant carrots look like, but we'll find out in our next adventure, assuming any of you live or not. No promises.
Okay. So
I
that's
hope they don't have multiple limbs.
That's 14 damage. Also, dear Iron King, you give combat advantage to the end of, I don't know if it's your next turn or my next turn. And you also have -2 to attack.
Okay. Can I ask, that attack is okay even though she's dazed, right?
It's
Isn't
her
she dazed?
single action. Dazed limits how many
All right.
actions she can take.
Okay.
So if you hit me with a grenade again, I can't be re-knocked down because I never got up.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but you might be in trouble given your health.
Oh,
So,
I definitely. Unless he rolls all ones.
you can
no,
still
even
be
then.
you can still be blown up again. So, yeah.
But you are harder to hit with a ranged attack if you're prone. So
I think because she's dazed, she grants combat advantage.
that's right. So it even
No,
out.
I never grant combat advantage.
Oh, because of your psychic abilities. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Atifa, anything else?
No, that's it.
How long were you dazed for? Why don't you roll a saving throw against being dazed?
Okay. And Baba Joe, don't forget, while you are next to me, you don't grant combat advantage either if something happens.
Excellent.
Nice.
I rolled a 14.
You are no longer dazed.
Thank goodness.
Hooray.
I'm removing the little daze symbol. All right. Whiting, you are face to face with a Hoop Warrior, and your hands are kind of trembling. You feel like your paws are kind of like twitching and changing. They're becoming slightly more cat-like, such that it would be very hard for you to hold your handgun anymore.
That's excellent because I'm going to be slashing and dicing this Hoop Warrior right in front of me with my slashing claws. That is 2 attacks. One is a 24 versus reflex, and one is a 14 versus reflex.
The 24 will hit, the 14 will not, as you slice at the Hoop, who attempts to evade some of your attacks.
Excellent. That is 1d6 plus several things. That is 1d6 plus 7. That is 10 slashing damage.
All right. I'm noting that Steve the Hoop takes 10 slashing damage. I think that's the first hit on Steve.
Tell me about provoking opportunity attacks in Gamma World if I were to move.
If you do a move that is not a shift, Steve is going to swipe at you with his axe.
Is that worth it? Yes, I think it's worth it to get out of the way of being a big ol' cluster for the Iron King to aim at. I'm going to move here and accept the consequences.
Do you want to move? That's a shift. If you just move 1 square, you can shift. Do you want to move more
Oh,
than 1
really?
square?
I can shift like out of the
Yeah,
way?
but you're still clustered.
You're still clustered.
So I don't-
This-
Yeah.
So what I want to do is eventually move like out here.
Okay.
But in the meantime, move 1, see what
Yeah.
happens, and then keep moving.
All right. So
If the
Steve,
attack lands, does that end my move?
no, unless
Okay,
they
great.
have
I'll just-
unless they have a power that ends your move, which I'll tell you the Hoops do not.
All right. Am I close enough to Atifa to get my no combat advantage?
No, you have to be adjacent.
So, and it's also, I think it's like as you're leaving the square. So, Steve the Hoop swings at you with a vicious-looking axe because you are his quarry, even though that doesn't mean anything in Gamma World.
I was really scared for a second. I was like, no, please.
24 versus AC.
Oh, yeah, that
You might as well move yourself to where you're going, since you're
Well,
going to.
I mean, yeah,
assuming
but I
you're
wanna,
alive,
like-
you'll get there.
He did not roll great on damage, so you're going to take 8 damage as he cuts at you with his axe as you run away from him.
All right.
He also, turns out, Steve can shift 1 square as doing that, so he's going to kind of hop after you. So you might as well keep going, because he can't keep swinging at you.
Right. Okay, so let's pretend I moved over to where I was before. It was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4. I'm going to move...
You just want to run over to Jasper
here.
the Hoop?
No, I'm trying to put something between myself and the Iron King. Wait,
All
I
right.
shouldn't say that because he's here. Oh
I
no,
will tell
he
you,
can hear
there's
me.
al-
See over it anyway.
You're still clustered.
Yeah.
That's not very badly clustered, is it? No.
I think it was it wasn't like 2 squares, so if he puts a grenade right here, he can still hit you and Bob.
All right,
Could
fine.
be.
Hi, Jasper. How's
All
it
right.
going? We're
Yeah.
friends now.
See, the idea is get close to his folks, and then maybe he'll be less likely to like attack his cousin. Maybe, who knows? He could be crazy and really hate his. Maybe Jasper's a real dick. I don't know.
Least favorite cousin.
We know Carlos was the favorite cousin, so now it's like who knows who's next in line.
Only the Iron King.
I'm also bloodied for what it's worth.
All right, so Whiting scampers across the factory floor away from one hoop and toward another, kind of taking cover in a little alcove, but not too far from where E84 is. Whiting, are you all set?
If you
set as I can
move to
be.
here, you would be flanking Jasper. I just want to point out flanking is a thing in this edition of Gamma World. So.
Ooh, what would that do?
Gives you
Bricktail?
+2 to hitting him, both you
Yes,
and E84.
that's me. I want that +2.
All right. You can't attack because you've already attacked.
Yeah,
Right.
but for next turn.
All right. Whiting, if it's the end of your turn, you should do a saving throw against that weird feeling that you've got in your limbs.
I feel it in my fingers. Nope, that's a 6.
All right. Your arms start to feel even less, or I guess more feline-like, and it's you can still do many of your cat-based attacks and some of your vampire attacks, but your ability to operate any kind of equipment is going to decline. You will no longer be able to use any of your Omega tech.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on. All right.
At all or until he saves?
Until
They save. Sorry, Whitey.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, it's everybody's favorite. It's time for more quality time with the Iron King.
So do I take 5 damage ongoing and then save against it? Is that what I do here?
You'll technically save at the end of the turn, but yeah, I guess you take 5 ongoing damage as you pull some Ishtar grenade shrapnel out of your arm.
Ow! That
Bob,
stings!
Bob, you're my favorite.
I believe basically as a free action Iron King, you can attempt to reload your grenade launcher.
Indeed. I'm going to do that right now.
Fail.
I
on,
did not
two.
reload it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's this is technology from a bygone era. Some of the moving parts are kind of sticky and stiff. It's also you're a giant rabbit trying to use a grenade launcher, so there's some challenges. It was not designed for you. Just another lesson in the importance of good user design. So
Diversity in teams.
yes.
Meanwhile, a robot arm grapples E84.
No.
18 versus reflex.
Oh, that does hit. Yep.
All right. So the huge robot arm unfolds from the ceiling, moves about on little cranks, and lunges toward E84. E84, you are restrained. You are pulled 4 squares up vertically toward the ceiling,
Okay.
and I think basically it's going to start pulling you in the direction of the vat, but that doesn't happen yet.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Of course, you guys, I will possibly teleport away at the beginning of my next turn, so maybe this is all right.
How
Here's
does
hoping.
how does
That would be so
restrain
nice.
affect that, or does it?
I think teleport breaks any sort of.
You know what? Yeah, I guess teleport would break your restraint. But maybe you'll teleport into the vat. We don't know.
I could. I absolutely could.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll just save it the work.
Iron King, I will tell you that targeting a creature that keeps teleporting may be not the most fruitful.
I didn't. I assumed that with the restraint, I would be able to drop E84 before the teleport happened. Should I rethink things?
No,
you already took your hand off the chess piece.
What are you going to do? I hate those robots.
This is an
Those
interesting turn of
doggone
events that
robots.
we could not have predicted that E84 would be randomly teleporting every turn.
Indeed.
Right. Also, I didn't actually teleport at the beginning of this turn, so the Iron King might not know that that's
Yeah.
a random thing.
That's
the only
true.
one that I succeeded in was on purpose. So
I didn't
Teleports
blink. I saw
provided
you
by-
move with those legs. That was not a teleport.
I'm also
You're
going to
gonna
say
fool me.
E84, you're probably going to take some damage for teleport, because you're going to teleport in a random direction and then fall.
fall.
So-
Yep.
So, yeah. So
Totally.
there's still a downside to being lifted up to the ceiling of the room.
For sure.
All right. So, one robot grabbed by a robot arm. Iron King, what else?
I don't think I can do anything else because my only ranged attack is the grenade launcher.
And
right?
you
So
want to stay up there. You're not ready to go katana to vampire cat yet.
I am not yet. No.
All right. Okay. Do you want to issue any commands to laser bots or hoop warriors?
I am going to recommend that the laser bots attack, not attack E84, maybe.
Okay.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because E84 is grappled. Just they can. I trust them. They can do whatever.
Okay.
They could,
nice.
they could miss me and hit the robot
That's
arm.
a
That'd be
sign of a
great.
good manager. So
I trust them.
yeah, I would read Iron King's management tips. So all right, Laserbot is next. So Laserbot A is not currently grabbed by E84, I would suspect.
Correct.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
correct. I failed on my last attempt.
Laserbot A is going to take an extra moment to line up a laser sight attack on E84, who is being held by a
wow.
robot arm.
This
attached-
time it's personal.
Yeah, this time it is personal.
Clearly.
Grapple me, will you? Beep boop.
So this is a special attack that the laserbot can do, where basically it's like it has advantage. It gets to roll twice and take the higher result. So the higher result was a critical.
Jeez.
No.
Of course it was.
Oh, God.
This is not great for you, E84.
This may be the end.
You will take 17 plus. I rolled the bonus critical damage was a 1. You will take
Okay.
18 damage as that laser bot, with
Buddy.
all of the anger in its little laser bot programming, focuses a beam of red light into the heart of your little robotic torso.
Oh, God.
It's got little floaty legs at the bottom, so we
Yeah.
can shake one of those in anger.
Yes, and so it does. E84, how are you?
Super bloody.
Oof.
I have 6 hit points.
Okay.
So falling from here after I teleport is probably going to be the end of me. So, but it gives me time to say, it was nice knowing you all.
Laserbot B is going to aim at a Tifa. And Laserbot B
Rude.
is gonna I'll just do a normal attack. 18 versus reflex.
Is that taking into account the -2 for her being prone?
16 versus reflex.
Come on, Laserbot, shoot at the ones who were standing up.
Yeah, that hits.
I mean, Laserbot was like, this one.
great
this-
job. Good
this-
job. That was a good choice. Shoot at the ones laying
Laserbot
down.
was like, I will shoot at the biggest one. It seems the easiest. So you will take 8 laser damage.
Okay.
All right. Hoop Warriors are next. Well, Whiting, you ran over to Jasper, and Jasper's going to try and axe you.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? You want to be friends?
No.
You sure? I'm cute and cuddly and orange.
26 versus AC.
Oh, why'd you have to go hit me like that?
Let's see. So you will take some damage as another axe cuts into you, Whiting. 8 axe damage.
Wow, I'm really bad off. Okay.
This is looking grim. Let's see. Steve, the Hoop Warrior, will scamper forward and attempt to slice at Baba Bob. Ooh, another 20.
I wonder if that hits.
Do you have anything you can do about it, Baba Bob?
No, except I resist 5 physical, so I will be doing that whenever you attack.
Well, that's smart, because he does 6 damage to you, so you would possibly only take 1.
Good.
And it is physical damage.
Axe damage is the most physical of damages.
Yes. It really does not get more physical than that. All right, Baba Bob, you've just been lightly tapped with an axe. So
Snick.
Brush it off my shoulders, I will. Let's see. Wait, is that everybody?
I believe so.
Both Jasper and Steve. Okay. All right. We're going to try a mental push on old Jasper over there. And that is 19. That's plus 5. So we've got 24 versus Will.
Yeah. I'm not even going to look.
Nope.
So you get 3 psychic damage on good old Jasper, as well as the target making a basic attack against a creature of my choice, which in this case is going to be Laserbot A.
So Jasper, you're basically using a psychic push to like fling Jasper at Laserbot A?
Can I take an attack of opportunity because he's leaving the square next to me?
I don't think so, unless it says something about that. Usually when it's a push, no.
Okay.
And it's a push, right? Right, Micah?
Yes, yep.
So, whoops. Let's have Jasper roll to attack Laserbot A. Jasper is on a roll. Jasper rolls very well. Oh my god, and he rolled basically max damage. Laserbot A is in bad shape. Laserbot A is bloody.
Jasper's axe is D20 plus 8.
Oh, okay. You know what? That did look wrong.
That seems...
It's a D12 plus something. All right, 11 damage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Iron King.
For my laser bots.
I mean, it was still under 12. We could count that and call it an 11 rolled on a D12.
Laserbot A is still in a bad way, sparking and bits are falling out. Jasper looks very confused by this situation.
No, Jasper, that's one of ours. What are you doing?
I'm going to move.
I'm going to give you a carrot for that one.
Now, Baba Bob, if you do more than shifting, Steve may swipe at you because Steve's right next to you.
Well, give it your worst, Steve.
I guess you're not super worried about taking axe damage, so
I'm not.
Steve swipes at you for 22 versus AC, so I think that'll hit. The question is, can he roll enough to damage you? 14, so you'll take some damage from that.
All right, very well. I will subtract 9.
How's everybody doing? I've seen a lot of bloodied players out there.
You know, sometimes you just can't win them all.
I have one hit point.
And have you guys burned through all your Omega Tech that would let you heal?
I can't use it.
We don't have
never had any.
Okay. You had some way back when, like 4 sessions ago. Don't say I never gave you anything.
I am out of things to do now.
Okay. E84. I think you have to start your turn struggling against a robot arm that is trying to drop you into that vat.
Well, first I teleport, possibly. So,
let's see.
Please.
and if I do teleport, it'll be 6 squares away. So,
Why don't you roll a d20 to see whether? Well, you know what? Let's find out what direction it's in first, right?
mm-hmm. Yep.
So 1 will be up, and then we kind of go clockwise around you, right?
Sounds good.
Keep watching the clock.
On brand. I rolled a 2 again, so that would be into the wall.
So I don't.
So that why don't you do an acrobatic saving throw to not? Because so you're just going to get. Well, actually, so Iron King, what were you saying?
I was going to say, since it was a failed teleport, does that mean that she gets to do the save against being dropped in the vat?
Yeah, I'm going to say you're still held by the robot arm, E84.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But there's
Okay, and then since I'm restrained, I can't actually do anything, correct?
I guess you could do ranged attacks.
I think
Can you do that
so
when you're
Tony,
restrained?
So Tony, the way the arm works, I believe what she does is she has to save now against being dropped in the vat.
Because it's a saving throw, I believe it's the end of her turn.
No, this specifically says at the. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It's a failed saving throw, and then at the start of the next turn, they're dropped in the vat.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep. So basically, I think at the end of your turn, you're going to try and wriggle free, and the robot arm is going to try and pull you into the vat.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, let me just check. What can you do in Gamma World when you are restrained? You grant combat advantage. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls, and you can't move.
Okay.
But you can teleport, it specifies. So,
Well, sadly, that didn't work. So,
there is
I
a very
can't
sad-looking
reach-
robot at your feet.
yeah, but it's like 3 squares down
It
from
is,
me, so
yeah.
I cannot
You
reach
have
it to
no
try to
ranged,
attack.
no ranged things.
Well, I have a gun that but I don't know. Can I pull that out while I'm being held by
I'd say so. You're a robot. It's probably like in your wrist or something, right?
What? No, it's just a random assault rifle I found somewhere.
It's in a
racist.
compartment in your wrist.
So sure, I will try that. I mean, is the arm attackable itself?
I'd say that's your saving throw is going to be to
Okay.
try and.
Just to get that.
I would
Well,
say
was
that
thinking,
the
like, to just,
arm looks
like, destroy
very
it, but-
strong and impressive. It would probably be hard to destroy it. You could probably deactivate it if you got up to those computers on the Iron King's platform.
Yeah, I am nowhere near.
Yeah,
Unless I teleport in the right direction.
that would be very exciting.
It really would. It would
All
actually
right.
be better too, because then I wouldn't fall as far. But that didn't happen.
Yes.
So I will try to. Okay, so I need the weapon accuracy for the assault rifle. And what's the dex bonus on a dex of 12?
I think it's probably 1 or 2. Does it say on your character sheet what your modifier is?
It does
I
not.
think it's 1.
Yeah, I think it's 1.
I
Because
think
my
it's-
fortitude is 12 and I have 1 for my mod. So
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I just need the weapon accuracy.
So the accuracy on an assault rifle, I believe, is +4.
All right. Then, and I am firing at the laser
Laser
thing,
bot.
'cause-
So
yeah.
this is challenging because you are being held by a robot arm.
Yep. So let's see. I rolled 23, but you said -2 because I'm restrained.
That is still
So
plenty to hit a laser
That's
bot.
a 21.
Yeah. So you riddle the laser bot with fire from your assault
With
rifle.
bullets.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know what the damage is on that though.
It's a D12, so it's a D12 plus your Dex modifier plus your level.
Okay. Ooh, that wasn't a great roll there. Dex modifier 3, 4, 5 points of damage.
All right. The laser bot is still there, but it doesn't look great.
Dang, sorry guys. I rolled a 2 on the D12.
You've done your best.
All right, E84, you feel like you've done what you can?
Yeah. I could.
You could use your overcharge to
fired-
teleport like a mile away. So
That's true. No, I can't because, or no, if I burned it, I suppose I could.
yeah.
How self-serving am I? At least my character would live, which doesn't look likely if I don't. But no, because then I'd still fall to the ground, and I would probably just die a mile away from all of my friends. So
Oh, somewhere elsewhere in
I think that's the slogan
Gamma
for
World,
the next DK
a robot
shirt. I'll just
teleports
die
into
a
the
mile
air,
away from
hits
my
the ground,
friends.
and 4 badgers laugh at him.
What was that? That robot just appeared and died.
It's Gamma World.
Weird.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
So
right,
E84, the robot arm
I
is going to
just-
try and drop you into a vat. So I think you need to do a saving throw to try and escape that.
all right. Well, I did save. I rolled a 19.
All
So
right.
does that mean I scooch out of it?
I believe that means you scooch out of it.
Can I like grab onto it with my machine-like hand so that I don't fall and I'm just hanging from it in the air
Yeah.
as like a minor action or something? I mean, I have a machine grip.
Why don't you do
So I'm
like
strong.
an acrobatics check?
Right.
Because that sounds hard. Because you're trying to.
Right, because you're wriggling out of the grasp.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
All right. I think you're gonna fall.
All right.
So I think you probably take like 2d10 damage, which might not be good for you.
D10. Wow, Gamma World
Well,
is
you were
tough.
4 squares up, right?
No, but she's.
I thought it was. Wasn't it a D6 per 10 feet?
I thought it was a
Isn't that
d10.
falling damage?
Jason, what did you say?
No, you're. That's. I mean, that's what the damage would be if she was dropped in a vat of chemicals. So
Oh,
it
so
should be
it's-
less,
it should be
presumably
less.
for being dropped onto solidity, right?
I'm gonna
I think
roll. I'm gonna roll a d10. How's that?
Yeah, I think falling damage is usually a D6 per 10 feet, and I'm 20 feet up.
You're gonna take 5 damage.
Okay. I'm at 1.
All right,
Yep.
Cheers, Atifa.
I know those feels.
guys. This is either gonna be really sad or really epic. could go either way. I
Can
think.
it really though? I don't think it can.
I don't know. Taking one.
It would be the
Man.
epicest epic.
I mean, Game World's tough. If you can take one bad guy off the board, that would be a big deal. So, Atifa, you are no longer dazed. You are still giant. You are still prone.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
scream in mind
sorry.
Skype, run
You-
away!
Shoot.
E84, did we skip something?
Well, I realized there was one other thing that I could have done, but I did my saving throw and fell. So
All right.
we'll just, if I get another turn, then I'll use it.
Okay. Atifa.
All right. So standing up would be my move. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use my move to stand. And I'm gonna do a vitality transfer on
Oh.
Steve, the Hoop Warrior.
Steve does not like that.
Oh.
I rolled a 9 versus Fortitude.
He is more fortitudinous than that.
Yeah, you
Right.
show him, Steve.
I
Iron King,
Okay.
the ultimate stage mom.
so question.
Yeah.
Tony, I have one of my Omega Tech things is my unreliable jetpack, which came in super handy last time. But so if I activate it, it's a minor. It's each time I take damage before the end of my next turn, the auto jet engages and pushes you away from the triggering attacker a number of squares equal to your speed after the damage is dealt. So if I activate this and I'm hit, I'm down. But would the unreliable jetpack still work to push me out of the room?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm going to use my minor action to activate the unreliable jetpack.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not entirely
Nice.
sure why you want to fly your corpse away, but this is Gamma World.
It's not a corpse
Sorry.
until I get to
sorry.
negative 14.
Pre-corpse. Pre-corpse.
Pre-corpse.
Yeah.
Get it
You're
right.
all pre-corpses to me.
I'm not a corpse,
All right, that, that is
Or a
my
junk
turn.
pile.
even once I'm dead. I am not a corpse.
Electronics recycling.
Again, not a woman.
Atifa, how did the jetpack go? Did it succeed or did it?
Oh, I just do it. Yeah, there's no
Okay.
roll for it.
There's no bad version of the jetpack. All right.
Nope.
All right.
So where does the
Waiting.
jetpack take her?
Her speed. So
Yeah, it'll take. So if I'm hit, typically I can use it
Oh, I
to
see.
just move. But if I get hit, at least I'll get pushed out of the room and hopefully not get more negative damage.
Ah,
All right, quick thing that I should have brought up before. We always start with follow up. I have a
follow up.
Copyright John
Yeah.
Syracuse.
copyright John Syracuse.
God.
my Omega mutation is. I should have brought this earlier that I can see invisible creatures. I forgot to ask about that. Is there anything invisible that I should be able to see in this room?
Nope.
All right.
Everything is-
Carlos's ghost. Woo!
Ah! Okay, just wanted to bring that up.
Because you killed him.
All right, I thought I had something else I wanted to bring up first, but I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I?
Here's another session of Brian counting.
I'm like a number station rolled into a D&D podcast. Can I slash at the Iron King from here, or is he like too far above me?
I think he's probably going to have some cover through the banisters of that little stairway that he's on.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I like vault over this or something?
Do you have speed of 6?
Yes.
Do an acrobatics check to get over that railing.
Oh darn, acrobatics.
Past the vaulted door. What impossible.
You're really good at acrobatics, right?
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
joke. Oh, that's a 9.
It's enough. This is easy.
I just like jump over.
Yeah, you
All right.
climbed over the railing of the staircase to close with the Iron King. Iron King, you're now face to face with a vampire cat.
Nice.
That's all you have to say.
Nice.
Nice. I'm better than nice.
Cats, the rabbit's ancestral enemy. I shall enjoy destroying you.
All right, I'm rolling the
Here,
tax.
kitty.
All right. Oh god, these are not good rolls. This is 17 versus reflex and 11 versus reflex.
The 17 will hit.
All right. Is it 1d6 plus 7? All right. That is 11 slashing damage for you.
Ouch, that really hurt.
Your sarcasm is unappreciated right now,
And-
Iron King.
And boop, I'm bloodied.
What?
Oh my.
Really? Cool.
Tony,
Yep, sorry.
stop putting red dots on me. I'm putting red dots on me.
All right.
I licked some of the
So,
blood off
the
of
Iron King
my
is
claws.
bleeding his own blood.
Yes.
Is this the turning point of your inevitable victory, or is this just, just taunting you? How close you came and yet failed in the, challenges of rabbity defeat. Let us find out on this very next turn, assuming Whiting is all done, because the Iron King is next.
Do your worst, Iron King. Yeah, I'm done.
Iron King, do your worst, or perhaps if you want to take mercy on them, slightly less than your worst. But
All right, well, good news, everybody. I have reloaded my grenade launcher. I am now, though, because there is a kitty in front of me, I am going to
Katana.
swing with my katana and miss horribly.
God, this is just, I just want to take a moment and just let everybody, players and listeners alike, appreciate this moment, because this is what Gamma World has been building to. Here we are, a mile beneath the scorched post-apocalyptic landscape in an ancient robot factory from a time gone by, on a rickety factory catwalk where a giant mutant rabbit is swinging his katana at a vampire cat. That's where we are.
So the katana misses. Whiting, do you have any sort of victorious reaction to having the katana like whiz over your head and miss?
We're cool.
And as he's nodding like that, the robot arm grabs him and pulls him to the ceiling. Or at least tries, because now I have to roll.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's a crit versus reflex. So up you go, kitty. Whee! Some kitties don't like to be held.
oh, wow. Iron King, big
I
turn.
shouldn't be laughing, but that actually was a good joke.
So with him grabbed, can I also just can I move without being
Yeah,
affected by him?
I think
I'm
so.
I'm just gonna back off a little bit
Yeah.
into my
Platform.
into my happy place.
Okay.
Just
Is it too
staying
late
in
to
my
ask
happy
to
place.
save for my weird
Oh, yeah,
gamma?
save for your weird thing. You're being
The
slowly
9?
transmuted.
Do I get any modifiers for that?
Nope.
All right, yeah, 9. Never mind.
You should discard one of your Omega Tech cards. I'll let you decide.
It keeps getting
You want to
worse.
discard one of mine?
Yeah, I have one. I'll sacrifice for
It's
you.
got to be a whiting card.
Rats.
You know what? I don't need this mask that lets me breathe in toxic environments. We haven't
I have
had
one of
any
those
Yeah,
too.
it's
It's
not like
like,
you're
I
about
don't
to be
need this.
dropped
And
into a
now-
vat full of toxic chemicals.
Wait, what? Undo. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the athletics check boost. Where's that?
I don't think that mask is. I don't
No.
think that mask is
I don't-
going to help you much if you're in a vat of acid.
My face is okay, but my body is all tingly.
Well, Whiting is quite vain, so I can see.
Trying to get my face nice and presentable for the obituary.
All right. Are we all set, Whiting?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. Laserbots are next. Well, E84, there's a laserbot next to you that has been riddled with bullets, so it's got a grudge.
Yep. Of course, I am right next to it this time, though.
Yeah,
As opposed to
and
being
I'll
up.
just actually, and since you didn't ask, I'll say that the laser bot, given that Jasper is right next to E84, I'm going to recommend that the laser bot move away from the robot and attack one of the other creatures.
Okay.
Perhaps the restrained Whiting, perhaps Bob Joe. I don't know.
All right. Laserbot
Best
A
move.
will float back, and we're gonna roll for it. Odds, Whiting, evens, Bob. So he rolled evens. So Bob Joe, a laser bolt will cut across the factory floor at you. This is 10 versus reflex. Is not very impressive.
I gotta get some new
not
bots.
impressive enough to hit me, friend.
All right. Well, the other laserbot B, I think, is still really intent on hitting the giant woman. And Atifa, you are prone, but you're not dazed.
No,
I'm
she
not
stood
prone.
up.
She got
No,
up.
you're not prone. So let me. So
Maybe I should have not, but
eh. Oh, 20 versus reflex.
yeah.
All right. You will take 13 laser damage as a laser cuts into your torso.
Okay, so I'm pushed back 6, and I am very, very, very down.
Okay.
I'm at -12, and half my bloodied value is 14. So if I take 2 more points
Wow.
of damage, I'm gone.
Oh my god.
This is why it's good for that jetpack to get you out of the room.
Yeah.
So it's good that Tony rolled an 8 on the D12 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think hoops are next. So, Jasper is going to try and take out E84 with an axe. 19 versus AC.
That hits.
Oh, this is rough, everybody. 9 axe
Bye-bye.
damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, no.
I only had 1 hit point left.
And Steve is going to chase down Bob.
Ugh.
8 versus AC.
I'm going to call that a miss.
All right. Okay, Bob, you're last of the order.
All right, let's see. What do we want to do this time? I'll do a little jig, and then...
I kind of wish I had rolled a 1 because maybe I would have gotten that sweet healing alpha mutation back. Sadly, no. If you roll a 1 on a death save, do you get to change your alpha mutation?
I don't think so.
It's a really good question.
19 versus fortitude.
All right, against Steve.
Yes.
That will hit Steve's fortitude.
All right, there's your fortitude, little buddy. And we're going to do 1d6 plus 6 seismic damage and knock the target prone because I'm going to seismic stomp this punk. Ah, that's going to be 12!
All right, that bloodies Steve.
You bloody Steve! And prone.
And prone.
And prone Steve. Steve
Tony,
is
when
knocked
you-
off his feet.
Tony, when you get a second, will you look at vitality transfer? I have a question.
Okay. Is that an attack that you have, or
That's a trait.
Let me look that up. Does it involve something that happens when you die?
Death saves, but so I
okay.
have allies adjacent to me get +5 to death saves, but I didn't write Atifa plus allies, so I don't know if I get the +5 or if it would just be someone next to me.
All right. Let me figure. I'll look that up when we come around to
Okay.
you. Okay. Which will be in a second. E84. I think you are. Sorry, Bob. You've done a seismic stomp. Do you want to do anything else?
Stick my tongue out at Steve. That's
All
it.
right. E84. I think you are doing a death saving throw.
I sure am.
Roll high.
I shall try. That's not high.
All right. Atifa, you are next, and you asked about vitality transfer. Do you remember, is vitality transfer a nightmare thing, or what? You are a nightmare pyro?
I said the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it's hard. It's actually vital presence. Vitality transfer is one of my other things. Sorry.
I am looking up stuff. This is the looking up stuff part.
Yay.
Looking up stuff. Gonna get the information that we need. We got the stuff, and Tony's gonna tell us about it.
About it, yeah.
Why can't I find vitality transfer?
Why can't
Or
we
Vital
find
presence.
Vital presence.
Fine.
Atifa, can you remind me what kind of character you are?
An empath nightmare.
I was not looking up empath. Sorry.
Nightmare! Empathic nightmare!
It says allies adjacent to you gain a +5 bonus to death saving throws.
All right.
So,
That's what I was afraid of.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
all right.
So you're not your own best friend.
I don't think you're your
I
own best
am
friend.
not my own
If you
best
guys
friend.
could get
Okay.
E84 and Atifa closer, that would come at great cost. But so, Atifa, do you want to roll a death saving throw? You don't want to, but are you going to roll a death saving throw?
Yeah, I got a 13.
All right, that's good.
Good work.
So is it's I roll 3.
On 3 separate turns.
Okay.
Yep. So, Whiting, you are held in the air by a robot arm. E84
What can I do to
is
save
down.
from getting out of the arm?
Atifa is down and been rocketed out of the room dramatically. Things are hard. Steve is bloodied, and Laserbot A is bloodied, and the Iron King is bloodied. But two of your friends are unconscious, and none of the bad guys are unconscious. So you are at the end of your turn. You can attempt to save against the robot arm and not be dropped in a vat. For now, you can do any ranged attacks you have from the ceiling.
Except I can't because something is futzing with my head.
Yeah.
Can I, pray tell...
Headfutts.
Wriggle out.
Yeah, can I pray tell start my turn with a save from the arm?
Nope, you can't start your turn with the save from the arm.
Can I end my turn now and then do more things after that?
That's unfortunately
Interesting
no.
idea. I like what you've done here. Yes.
Can I?
You're disrupting turn order, and that's a bold new vision for.
All right. I'm gonna. Who's after me? No, I have to go. All right.
I am next.
Oh God. All right. I'm gonna try to save.
All right.
I'm just gonna end my turn and try to save. Well, wait. Wait a minute.
Mark them as your quarry first.
You know what? I think I have... Okay, so this is a... Wait. Tony, do you have my character sheet handy?
I can.
Tell me about Eyes of the Vampire. At will, physical weapon, standard action.
You
Is
tell
that
me
something-
about Eyes of the
Is that
Vampire.
something I can do... That it doesn't look ranged, but
No, it's
I'm
ranged.
just
Area
kind of
burst 1 within 10. Have you never used this?
I've never used it. No.
Yeah, it's a
looked at
burst.
me
It's a
with their
target. It's
smoky
an
gray
at-will
eyes.
psychic thing.
There was a subtle mystery.
Is this going to be messed with my my
thirstiness.
weird
No,
thing?
no.
I'm going to give it a shot. Hey, Iron King, look into my eyes of vampire. Oh crap, that's an 11 versus Will.
I will not.
It is.
double dog dare
It is
you.
11 plus your charisma and whatnot. You did the math.
No,
right?
no, that was a 6.
Oh,
with
okay.
the things added.
fast math?
Never mind. I'm going to try to save robot arm.
All right, save the robot arm.
That's a 12.
All right,
Yay.
you wriggle free of the robot arm.
Now here's what I'd like to do. Okay, I would like.
But that's the end of your turn.
Please. I would like, as I'm falling, to do an acrobatics and flip 3 squares over on top of the Iron King and attack him.
I don't think so.
Now that your turn is over.
Yeah,
Nice
your
try.
turn is over, unfortunately.
Can
Why
I
don't
do
you
any
do
sort of flippity flips to get somewhere else.
I'm going to allow you to roll an acrobatics check and decide where you land from falling from the ceiling.
That is a 19.
You can decide where you land from falling from the ceiling, and you do not take falling damage because you're a bloody cat.
Because I'm a cat, and one of my things is I don't take any damage for falls less than 50 feet, and I always land on my feet. I'm going to land...
It's true.
But you could totally land next to the Iron King if you want. Yeah.
Over here.
Oh, or far away from the Iron King, as you have chosen to do. Okay.
Oh no.
That's my turn.
All right. Iron
I
King.
can't believe that worked. Yes.
Worked is a strong word, Brian.
Yeah, no, he's just going to use his grenade launcher.
Yeah, Iron King.
Wait, what?
This could be the end of
Remember,
somebody.
he reloaded his grenade launcher in his last turn.
Yeah, but he's not going to get me. He's going to get someone else.
Iron King.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're the only one that's not flanked by his friends.
Wait, what?
And or down. Hey, Whiting. 24 versus reflex.
Yeah, that hits.
Boom! A grenade is fired at you. It's not a katana. At least you don't have to face my katana by jumping away from me instead of on me.
If anyone challenged me to a fight and said, "Do you want to do katana or do you want to do grenade launcher?" I'm going to choose katana.
I didn't even think about that.
That's 15 damage.
That's all right. We all make
Yeah, I'm
mistakes. I
down.
should have had an extra standard action in my last turn, and I didn't remember it either.
Oh, no. Yeah,
I
I'm down.
completely
I'm
forgot
at...
about second wind, so
Yeah, 4th edition rules are different.
This is rough, everybody.
Wait,
I think
we had second wins?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I should have used mine a long time ago.
this is.
It's not on the character sheet, so I always forget about it.
I wrote mine on there.
I should have.
Iron King. Do you want to do anything else?
Well, now that Whiting's out of the claw is going to go pick up Bob Joe.
All right, roll it.
Oh, let's do this where everybody can see it. It's more dramatic that way. 19 versus reflex.
I don't know if my cries are the right answer, but yeah, you got me.
This is rough, everybody. This may be. We may
That's all
finally
right. At
our
least it'll get
listeners
it
will
over with
stop
quicker.
complaining about total party kill not having enough total party kills. So, Bob, you are grabbed by a robot arm and pulled toward the ceiling of the chamber. Iron King, anything else?
No, I instruct the laser bots to shoot Bob Joe.
All right. Your hoop warriors can't really do anything against a seismic hobo held up in the ceiling because they just have axes. But the laser bots will fire at him, and this could be the end of Bob Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. D20 plus 8 versus reflex, 20 versus reflex, and 10 versus reflex.
Well, the first one's going to hit, but the second one is going to miss.
You take 12. This is
Laser damage.
Is that physical?
it's fire. Oh wait, nope, sorry, that's a rocket. It is
Very different.
laser.
These are not rocket
Laser is
bots.
a type of damage,
Oh, okay.
which is
Damn
different
world.
than electrical damage. Their little jolt is electrical damage.
All right, I've got 1 hit point.
Oh gosh. So that's the laser bots. Bob, you start your turn with a single hit point held up against the ceiling by a horrible robot arm that is dragging you in the direction of a swirling vat of purple chemicals. What will you do?
I'm going to breathe in twice, and that second one will be my second wind.
Okay.
At least one of us remembered.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I really should have moved everything to the actual character sheet. I never did that.
What does that count as?
I believe that's your standard action.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just flail a little bit.
Do a saving throw to flail a little bit.
All right. Da-da-da-da. That's a 20.
All right, you wriggle free of the robot arm. Why don't you do an acrobatics check to try and not hit the ground too hard?
I will do my best. Oh, that rolled That's on an edge because it rolled into my glove. 1 sec. Sorry. The glove.
Guys,
I
my
swear.
D&D
I
gloves.
swear. I was using my gloves as a barrier so that it didn't roll off. It's a 17.
All right, I'm going to say you managed to hit the ground without taking too much damage. You're back where you started, next to Steve the Hoop. You are technically still alive, which is more than can be. Well, I mean, they're all alive, but except are vampire cats alive? Never mind.
It's very philosophical.
Androids are either.
All right, E84 death saving throw.
Oh, I saved. That one's a save. So
Atifa death saving throw.
Natural 20.
What happens on a natural 20?
That's a really
Think
good
you wake
question.
up?
You come back, right?
I think you come back. You come back
or
in
are you
fourth
just
edition.
stabilized?
No, I think
Oh,
you're
you're
up with
stabilized,
1
yeah.
hit point. That's the Regdar maneuver.
Yeah. Hey, it's not. I'm fragile. Let me just check.
No, that's we literally
Yeah.
avoided a TPK in Dark Sun because Regdar rolled a 20
That's
on a
right.
death saving throw.
I do remember that. That was. I really feel like the podcast would have gone in a different direction if that.
I remember
for sure.
I remember listening to that and being like, because Tony, close your ears, but Richter's one of my favorite characters. So
Oh, he's not so great.
Very sad.
It's all the pottery.
The one
best
that always
pottery.
gets me is the one where like Regdar was legit dead. And then Georgia found that object in the
Yes.
cave and was like
Yep.
ready to go with the monkey paw logic to bring Regdar back, but not as a zombie. And I was already like flipping through the
intense.
character guide, like figuring out who my next character would be. I'm reading about death. And
Hey, remember that time that Regdar drowned? Almost.
this is not the
an
many
intro
deaths of
fire.
the many deaths of Regdar is a different podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a spin-off.
I mean, to be fair, nobody in Athos learns to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's no
true.
water.
All right.
Wasn't it like an inch of water?
It was several feet.
No, it was a pool.
Okay.
There was a
It was a
monster in
pool.
it.
Oh, okay.
There's
There was like a
monster
lobster.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Aline, it does not say this, but we are house ruling it for dramatic purposes. Yes. Atifa Alvar's eyes snap open with 1 hit point as she regains consciousness.
Sweet.
Wait, how did I get way down this hallway?
Right?
Yes.
What happened?
Atifa, you have. I'm going to say this is still your turn. You have a single hit point. You could maybe take your second win now, or
Oh, I can?
Yeah, I'm going to
I
say
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is.
Hang on. I'm documenting this
Yeah.
natural 20 for
If
posterity.
you guys
second win
actually die, it's really on you at this point.
All right. So I get hit points equal to my bloody value and +2 bonus to all my defenses until the start of my next turn. So I regain 14 points, or I go up to 14
You
points?
go up to. You always start from 0.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise that's
Well, you
real
go up to
sad.
15 because you started with 1.
True. Good
Yeah,
point.
that's-
Thank you,
that was what
84.
okay.
Precision is important.
Yep. Okay. So
All right.
I have 15. And do I get to move, or is that being too
let's say you
greedy at
stand
this
up.
point? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That I think we have probably been outside the bounds of the rules at this point, but I'm
Isn't
also
all of Gamma World outside the rules?
I'm also suspicious that you're all still going to die. So
I think it's likely.
Whiting, death saving
Death.
throw. What?
10. Good.
All right,
Yep.
you do not
That's
slip
one.
closer to the sweet embrace of a vampire cat death.
All right, that's 1.
All right, Iron King, you want to reload that grenade launcher?
I do. I don't.
Oh,
Good. Okay.
I will.
how are you feeling? You have, it's, as far as you know, 3 of your 4 attackers are unconscious. Perhaps you're feeling very confident and want to jump down and get into the katana business.
Oh yeah, I do, and that is in fact why I have moved down toward my vats. Meanwhile, the robot arm is going to grasp Baba Bob Joe again, because I loves me a robot arm.
Yep.
27 versus reflex.
Back up
Yeah,
into the air.
That stupid robot arm has such a great roll.
All right. So I think we're back around to the laser bots again.
Yep.
.21 and 18 are pretty bad, Bob.
Yeah,
versus
they
reflex.
are. Those are going to hit.
That is a total. It's 10 and 14 laser damage.
Bye-bye.
Oh, dear.
Oh no!
Negative 11 hit points, which is just almost enough to.
So
absolutely
Bob
kill me.
is pulled up into the air by the robot arm, where he is just a tantalizing target for the laser bots that riddle him with laser fire.
Riddle me this, Bob.
As he drops
what exactly-
unconscious.
Oh, yeah, okay, he's going to drop unconscious. That's good. Okay.
Yeah. What were you asking?
Is it? Because he's just
Oh,
going to
I
get
mean-
dumped into a vat of acid.
Because technically, the Iron King could probably just drop him into a vat of acid and kill him. But, you know, I think having him be zapped out of the arm by the laser bot is fair.
Okay. That also means you can grab somebody else on the next turn with the arm.
Who's left?
Well,
I don't see anybody.
Oh, but
You don't
Atifa's
see
not in the
anybody.
room.
All right. So, and in fact, it seems like perhaps there's nothing left for Steve. Just kind of looks at you like, "What next, boss?"
Clean
Yeah.
this place up.
Bob, do a death
Get him
saving
up.
throw.
Okay. 15.
All right, you're not dying. E84.
16.
All right, Atifa.
All right. So I'm gonna come back in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would this count as a surprise since he thinks I'm dead in the hallway?
Yeah, you got combat advantage.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I am targeting the Iron King. All right. Fear manifested. Come on. 22 versus Will.
Carrots!
Okay. All right. So, Iron King, you grant combat advantage again, and you have -2 to attack. And you take 15 damage.
Oh, wow.
Psychic damage, if that matters.
It does.
Does it?
The Iron King looks very bad.
All right. So,
You looked bad before we
Yeah,
attacked
in
you.
the,
you
in the
punk.
spectrum of Iron King, he looks worse than he did
Worse.
before.
so I have moved standard.
Do you have any alpha tech left to do?
Well, I still have my unreliable jetpack. Can I activate that again, or is it just like a once per
I totally
turn
don't remember
thing?
how the unreliable jetpack works.
I think
It'll say
last
encounter
time,
if it's once, because I have one that only works once and it says encounter on it.
Yeah, they usually
on
say
the
encounter.
power portion.
yeah, mine does not. So I'm going to reactivate the unreliable jetpack.
Yeah, at the end of the encounter, which you're not super
Actually-
worried about. You would have to roll and see if it burns out.
No.
Oh,
No,
it-
I actually don't think I want to do that.
Okay, you know what? It does say it's consumable, so I think it's a one-time
Okay.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, then doesn't matter.
All right. So, oh wow, things are not looking great. That was Atifa. Well, Iron King, how bad off are you?
I have a single digit of hit points.
All right, but you do still have all of your friends, Robot and Hoop, are up.
I
and-
do.
Yeah.
One of them's not even bloodied. Two
White-
of them aren't even bloodied.
Whiting, death saving throw.
Bad roll.
Okay.
That's 1 and 1. God, this is terrifying.
Iron King.
Reloaded grenade launcher. Jump. Here it goes. I'm firing a grenade launcher over at Atifa.
Come on, bad roll. Bad roll.
23 versus reflex.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
11 damage, and
Okay.
you are
Pushed a square.
pushed a
Dazed.
square and fall prone and are dazed.
Okay. I'm sorry. You said that was 11 damage.
11 damage.
Okay.
All right. Iron King, anything else?
Oh, yeah. I pick up Atifa with the robot arm and start moving her toward the vat.
All right.
She's not entirely in the
She's
room.
a
How far out
giant.
does the...
You know what? I don't know if... Yeah, I'm going to say because you blasted her with the explosion, I don't think the robot arm can reach her.
All right. Fair enough.
It may be moot, but yeah.
All right.
So,
And I instruct the laser bots to kill.
all right. Laser bots move in for the kill. Atifa, this could be it. Let's see. So you do have cover because you're down. So, but 21 versus reflex and, well, 7's going to miss. But you're going to take one hit, right?
Yep.
And laser bots are pretty deadly. You take 11 more damage.
All right. I think
That's
we're done.
And with that,
the end.
the laser bot has shot the giant woman, and it looks like everyone is bleeding out. How are people on death saving throws at this point?
I've got 1 and 1.
All right, let's see if anything comes back on a 1. But let's do a quick round of death saving throws, I guess. So,
Hooray.
yeah, Bob.
All right. 18.
E84.
Do you just keep rolling them, or is it just 3?
3 is if you get 3 strikes, you're out.
I had 2 successes and 1 fail, so I roll again.
Yep, it's the 3 fails is the no good.
Gotcha. That's another success.
Atifa?
So wait, you're up, right?
No.
It just means I'm stabilized.
Or not.
18.
All right, Whiting.
That's my 3rd fail.
All right. Whiting slips into the permanent death.
Well, that's all right. He was going to have his throat slit with a katana in a minute anyway, so
Yep.
like this is a better way to go.
I had no idea that I would still be able to be hit with a grenade launcher, and that would be a better move to be next to the Iron King.
It's, I mean, he's still pretty deadly with a katana, so, your choices were cut in half.
You could have been bleeding
or
out on
blown
the
up.
stairs.
Yeah. So, Iron King, do you want to do anything as you survey your victory?
Your Iron Kingdom.
Gloat.
To a bunch of dead bodies.
Now I have control of the robot factory. You cannot get in my way. Today, the factory. Yesterday, the Warren. Tomorrow, all of Gamma World will be mine.
Is this what you wanted, DM? Is this what you wanted?
Well, I was
Is this
very
the
close.
future that Tonys want?
The Iron King had 5 hit points left, so I feel like you almost had a chance, and it's hard. I think there's some luck and there's some strategy, and it just didn't come together. I was amazed that your characters all made it this far, especially with how much I was gunning for Micah last time. I'm sorry that this is how it ends, but I think this is Gamma World. Life is cheap and quick and mutiny, and I'm sure we'll play some more Gamma World again, but I think we'll have to roll up some new characters. All of you in fact have backup characters ready to go
do.
for our next Gamma World adventure. Some of them are better than others. At least one of you is some kind of talking cockroach.
Yep, that's me.
Yep. So we've got that to look forward to. This is death is just a part of life here on Gamma World. And you should be proud of how many robots you killed on your way out. Yeah.
It would have been nice if we could have killed a single enemy in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
blame
would
myself for that because I
nice.
forgot one of my.
I completely forgot Second Wind. Yeah.
My own fault. Yeah, and then there's that.
And you made it to level 2. Gamma World only goes up to level 10, right? Because they're just like, no, nobody makes it past that. That's how the system works. I have seen a lot of characters die in Gamma World before. Your characters were perhaps some of the hardiest and most entertaining and lovable.
We lived.
And if you really want to play some of these characters again, maybe we'll do a prequel side quest where you go after the ancient god of Christmas. But yeah. So, listeners, I hope you're happy and people stop tweeting at me about how can you call it total party kill when no one ever dies because they're all dead. Is this what you wanted?
So this is the listeners'
I blame the
fault.
listeners.
Yeah.
We love our listeners.
Yeah.
And really,
We love death.
I mean, it's not my fault because the person in charge of all of this was the Iron King.
Was the murderer.
Iron
the
King.
robot arm sweeps out, picks Tony up, and puts him in the vat.
Well,
I'm gonna
thank you
cheer.
all for playing. This was a great kind of mid-length adventure. Jason Snell, thank you for joining us as the fearsome Iron King.
I'm sorry I killed everybody, but only a little bit.
Yeah, you don't sound sorry.
You don't.
You look
You're
like
sorry
sorry
at
with
all.
yourself.
Brian Hamilton, thank you for joining us as Whiting, the vampire cat. Micah, I'm glad I finally learned to say your character's name, Bob Joe.
Yes, young man, you did a fantastic job, and despite my death, I'm so proud of you.
Aline Sims, Atifa Alvar, was great. I'm sorry that you died as a giant.
Very sad.
Yeah. And Erica Ensign, E84 was our favorite robot, and you will be missed.
Powering down.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I knew this was going to be hard, but I thought it was a real, I thought it was kind of 50-50 on whether you'd make it through or not. I figured at least one or two of you would probably die. So, it's hard.
At least
a
you
good
had
challenge.
some faith in us. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And it was close, I think if there had been the dice rolls had gone a few different ways, it could have been a different adventure.
Yeah.
So,
Very.
yeah. But I
was
hope
still
this was fun. Yeah, and I bought 2 more Gamma World adventures, so we can play more
Yay.
Gamma World at some
We're
point.
playing.
I know it's
For
hard because
sure.
I feel like I think you guys all created really great personalities for your characters, but hopefully there's an opportunity to create personalities for new characters.
Yes.
And we can roll up some more stuff if the backup characters were not particularly exciting. I have not.
Totally Turpentine will definitely
I
be
just want
showing his face soon.
I just want another backup character for in case my
Yeah,
we
my
need a
backup
backup
character
character for the
dies. I need a
backup
backup.
character.
We will do that. So yeah. So this was. I hope everyone had an okay time, even if you all died. So
I loved it.
I had
yeah.
a great time.
I feel like it's a rite
Yeah.
of
This
passage
was gonna be the
for
end
gamers to be in
regardless,
a
right?
TPK.
Yeah, this was going to be the end of the
Yeah.
adventure. This is
Exactly.
either you defeat the Iron King or the Iron King defeats you. So, yeah,
Epic.
That's
Just like
that's
real
life.
yeah. It's
Life on Gamma World, man.
yeah, it's hard with player death, right? We have avoided it a decent amount in Total Party Kill.
The problem is when you do it when they're around for a long time and you get really attached to them, then
Yes.
it's really hard for them to die. Whereas
Yes.
like Dan, his characters just kept dying. It was fine.
And this is something I have navigated in other games I've run, and it's hard when because there does have to be like stakes, right? But for example, Dan had a much beloved character in a Dark Sun game I ran that died, and he was really, really sad about it. And I basically let the next big quest that took them like a year be like resurrecting that character. But like they spent like 5 levels of the game resurrecting that character.
Oh my
Wow.
And he came back evil. So,
Nice.
yeah.
It happens.
I'm
We-
looking forward to playing a different character though. So
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
It seems
it's fun to
fine.
shake it up.
Well, we will do that at some point for sure.
I imagine
are we
a
good? Do you think we
post-credit
can
scene.
pause our recording and start uploading files and stuff?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I imagine a post-credit scene where we fade up from black and we see